let's just get right into it. And we're going to thank our sponsor right off the bat because I'm all about switching things up. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm a creature of habit. I like to know exactly what's going on, what's happening. I plan a trip months in advance. That's why I like to plan things. And so does my friend Gingy, otherwise known as Kelly Martin. And she's on the show with me today. But as I digress already, I'm going to thank our sponsor, which is Source for Sports, one of our major sponsors. So guys, anything you need sports-wise. Are you starting a new sport? Have you been in a sport for a long time and maybe like your skates are all just rusted out? Maybe your hockey stick broke because, you know, you're just keeping it on the ice. Hey, it's hockey season coming up there, Ben. Yeah, he's nodding. I'm sorry, I can't even talk hockey right now because the Jays are in the freaking playoffs right now. Don't even... It's game 3 tonight, Ben. It's game 3. The Yankees are going down. I'm not even going to start to watch it because I work early tomorrow and the game starts at 8 o'clock tonight. What? Anyways, I'm not even going to start. I'm not even going to start because then I know what's going to happen. It's going to be like second inning, the third inning, and then all of a sudden I'm going to want to stay up. Anyway, they're going to win. I don't even care. They're winning. The Yankees are going down. See you later, Aaron Judge. See you later, Gigi. I mean, we have to be nice to Aaron Judge because he is awesome. Okay, I digress again. Anyways, listen. Gingy and I don't talk about freaking baseball. No, we don't. We're talking about all the movies that are going on here in North Bay. That's what we're talking about. Production company. She's telling us about the acting. We talk about acting careers. We talk about producing movies here in North Bay. Yes, my friends, we have like a production company that is here, alive and well. It was another good season this season. Because we recorded this, like a while ago. We recorded this a while ago. And we were like, wait, where's this episode? We need to get this up. Anyway, they're still going now. I believe When Hope Calls is actually in production right now. It goes until, I think, November 19th, I'm going to say. But they started filming that October 1st. So they go, they go right until December, right until late into the fall, which I feel bad for some of the actors because it can be, the weather can be pretty crappy outside here in November. But, everybody's great to give you a parka when you're on set waiting, as I was last year. I think I did my day on When Hope Calls. It was the coldest day. I think it was like one of the coldest days. It was like October, but might as well have been January. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. Here's Gingy, and I'm Lisa Boivin, and this is To North Bay with Love.
It's almost that time of year. Early mornings at the rink, fresh notebooks and backpacks, and a community gearing up for another great season of varsity sports. At Source for Sports North Bay, we're proud to be part of it all. Whether it's finding your kid's first pair of skates, gearing up for tryouts, or outfitting your team for the season ahead, we've got you covered. Because here, we're not just a sports store, we're neighbors, coaches, teammates, and fans. And we're proud to cheer you on every shift, step, and stride of the way. Visit Source for Sports North Bay at 1321 Fisher Street and let us help you along your way.
So, Cal, my first question to you is, how was it working with Richard Gere?
Wow, where the hell did that come from?
Because you're Julia Roberts today in that dress.
I know. I totally forgot about that movie too, and then you said it, and at least 5 other people said that today.
Yeah. You need to go out and turn over the steaming divots at the polo game.
But Richard Gere, I played his wife.
When?
I mean, I was dead, but it still counts.
It does.
That was one of my first acting gigs.
Okay.
Although there wasn't much acting when you're dead. But I had to go for a photo shoot with just he and I.
Yes.
And Jason Priestley was the director. And the photo shoot was because he kept a picture of me in his pocket in the movie. I can't remember what the movie was called. That's probably not a good...
Well, when we do famous things like we do, one Richard Gere, all the Richard Geres.
Oh.
I mean, you meet one, you know them all.
I just realized I'm lying. It wasn't Richard Gere.
Wow. And that's one of my best friends right there. She will lie.
It was...
beef up her resume. So there's that.
Oops. It was Richard Dreyfuss. I got the Richard right.
Richard Dreyfuss. Okay, wait. Give me a movie.
Jaws?
Just, oh, yes. And,
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. Holland's Opus.
Opus.
That was a beautiful movie.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that beautiful
You started
boy
that
song.
solo, girl.
Solo,
You
and I had nowhere to go. I started it in the key of Anne Murray,
Yeah,
and then you
and
can't
then-
go lower.
Nope.
Like it would be baritone.
And then it would just drop off. It would just be space. It would just be space. I love when you send me message. So Kel and I will send each other messenger messages all the time. And you'll be in your car, which often sounds, there's like a bubbling, it's like
I'm
an
a
aquarium.
fish in a tank,
Yep, like a
yep.
fish in a tank. It's like an aquarium. I don't know what that noise is. But you will sing. You will sing for me as I sing for you. But the keys are questionable. And
Well, I mean, what is a note?
I'm like, here she is. Here we go. Here we go. I love it. Okay, speaking of Richard Dreyfuss, Richard Gere, Pretty Woman, the movies. You do something in the movies.
What is that?
What do you not do in the movies? I mean, you do a lot.
Yeah. I did a little, quite a significant career change.
You
About
did?
6 years ago.
Because you were at,
I worked for the OPP
okay,
in human resources. And then I just decided to drop that and go and work in films. So I've been a co-producer for Hideaway Pictures for, this will be my 6th year.
it must have been an insane learning curve. And especially because of like the pace at which movies go too. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
I think what I came in with was the ability to manage people,
yes.
but what I have learned along the way is the ability to think very quickly on your feet and have a solution for every problem. And to not anticipate how the day is going to go because you cannot.
I never.
You just cannot.
No.
No.
And like, I mean, maybe Cole's Notes version, although we don't have to because we have all the time. But like, what are like the main characteristics or like the main jobs that a producer does? Because everybody thinks producer, money. Like you control the money and you're like, no, there's no money. You're not getting anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you and I talk, like there's so much more involved.
It's basically seeing a production through from start to finish.
Yeah.
So before there's even money involved, depending on the production, it's finding the funding. It's writing grants to get funding.
okay.
It is the creating of the budgets. It is the staffing. It is the finding of locations. It is all of the logistics that go into it, starting up bank accounts. It's applying for insurances. It's casting. It's all of the jobs in one.
And then also kind of overseeing all the other jobs involved in a production,
Sure.
too, right? To make
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
everything's ready on time. And
Because ultimately the final decision comes down to the producers. So, yeah.
And have you ever had a situation, let's say, where like you've had to kind of rein in a director or rein in, because, sometimes, although directors are marvelous people, and I'll say that because I have directed, but, sometimes our ideas and what we'd love to see are way bigger than our purses.
It's finding the balance between their artistic vision and the reality of what we have to shoot within the confines of what we have, be that money or time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just don't have the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And Hideaway Pictures does a lot of the Hallmark productions, which are primarily Christmas, although a lot of them now you're doing some Easter and
and it's GAC, it's Hallmark, it's Hulu, it's Netflix.
Yeah.
But yes, we do a lot of Christmas.
And like, I bet you people listening and watching are probably like, why do they shoot Christmas movies in July?
Yes.
Like even for the
It's a
actors too,
great
because like
question.
on a day like today when
Yeah.
it's 40 degrees humidity and like air quality, and you're out there with like a winter coat on or something walking into a house,
Yeah.
like it's. But is it because the equipment can't do the cold or?
There's so many reasons for it. We did shoot a movie in January, and it does
Yeah.
come with its problems because you don't often come across a script that doesn't have exterior shots. And
Right.
so when you're at the mercy of Mother Nature, which in the wintertime often is not conducive to shooting a movie, then it becomes really tough.
Yeah.
And then other things that get in the way are just it's when the grants are dispersed and when the money comes in, and oftentimes film in general just becomes slower December, January. That's
Right.
just across the board.
And that's
So
when
yeah, it's I'm okay with that shutdown. I'm okay with that choice to not
Yes.
shoot. It was difficult. It wasn't a lot of fun to shoot that January, but it can happen. It just doesn't often happen.
I remember you getting really thick socks.
Yeah.
I remember you got the special socks.
Yeah, special socks, special boots. And even at that, when you're standing still for that long in minus 40 and
Yeah.
the wind chill off the lake,
No.
there is not a single piece of clothing or 10 pieces of clothing layered that's going to keep you warm.
North Bay's turning 100, and what a time to be here. From the buzz of the Heritage Parade to sunset concerts at the waterfront, the city is alive with celebration. And you know who's right in the middle of it all? Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. We're proud to be a part of this milestone moment. Whether you're coming home from a family reunion, planning a gathering with friends, or just simply making the most of everything the Centennial has to offer, our doors are open. Stay in a spacious suite that feels like home, with a full kitchen to cook in, room to relax, and a space to unwind after a full day of fun. Are you hosting something bigger? Our event spaces and amazing local partners like the Grand and Stock Transportation make it easy to bring people together. Best of all, they're just steps from the action. The fireworks, the food trucks, the music, the laughter, it's all right here. Celebrate 100 years of North Bay with us. Use code Centennial to save on your stay anytime this year. Be at home with Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. Join the party today at 495 Oak Street West or give us a call at 705-495-3000.
Dear North Bay, you've always been more than a place on the map. You're home to me. This is where I built a life with my husband, raised our kids, and taught in local schools for over 24 years. I'm proud to be part of this community. Earlier this year, my world shifted. After living with anxiety, depression, and PTSD for much of my life, I reached a point where I couldn't keep going alone. Walking into the emergency department at the North Bay Regional Health Center was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But what I found there changed everything. A nurse who made me feel safe, a crisis worker who truly listened. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. That care gave me hope, and it inspired me to give back by supporting local healthcare so that others in our community can access the same compassionate care I did. If my story resonates with you, I hope you'll consider supporting the NBRHC Foundation. Please visit nbrhcfoundation.ca or call 705-495-8125 to give. Because mental health is health. With gratitude, Tiffany Van Meer.
How many movies, like in a good season? What are we talking? What are we talking?
Gosh. A good season for us is like between 5 and 7.
Yeah.
I mean, even during COVID, everything shut down.
Yep.
And then film was one of the first things to start back up again. And we managed to get in, I think, 4 between August and December.
Wow.
And then the year of the actors' strike, it was the same. We anticipated the strike was going to happen. We thought it was going to happen sometime in July. And so from March to June, we just pumped out like 5 in a row.
Yeah.
We did 3 at the exact same time, which was not super enjoyable, but great that we could get in that many and employ that many people in such a short period of time, because after that, everything shut down.
So when you're talking like 3 at a time, I mean, how many cameras and how many, like, because you have to have 3 different crews. Yeah.
Total different team. Yep.
So a lot of people, now, are a lot of the people you employ living in North Bay, or is this something that really brings a lot of people to the city and community?
More and more often, we are now at a point where we can hire the majority of local people.
No way.
We still have a ways to go in terms of training, because film is becoming more and more popular shooting here in North Bay, Sudbury, Northern Ontario, period. So although we have a great crew to choose from, when there's that many movies being shot at the same time, that number gets depleted pretty quick. So we are very fortunate, but we have room to grow for sure in terms of training people. And the beauty of film, honestly, is people are so fortunate that you don't necessarily need any previous training. You can literally take someone off the street and have them shadow or train on the spot. It's on-the-job training.
Yep.
And it's fantastic. There's really no low-paying job in film.
Yeah.
And it's unionized, so you're well protected. I think it's really fortunate, and because we have a film program here at Canadore.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, those students are.
They're like set, man.
They really are set. We've taken so many students and employed them immediately.
I was just going to say, it's like they're barely graduating and they're already working, which is, I mean, that's the goal, right? At a college or that type of a program.
Yeah,
right?
And it's great because we tend to hire the same people over and over, so you get to learn everyone's quirks and quarks, and it can feel, you spend so much time on set, as you know. I pretty much check out and I'll call you sometime in December. That's just the life of being involved in film. The hours are very, very, very long. So you're with these people for such a long period of time that they become family.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly of
and
family.
I mean, also that goes the other way too, right? Because it is such a small community and people talk. So mind your P's and Q's, especially if you're new to the biz and stuff. Just make sure you're showing up on time and doing what you got to do, because you want to keep being hired.
Yeah. And I think for the most part, people realize that they are fortunate. Yeah. And they can go far because they can, once they're in the union, they can go to Toronto, they can go outside of North Bay. I mean, we're so fortunate that people do choose to stay.
Yeah.
But they're not obligated to. Mm-hmm. They've now picked up the skills and can go elsewhere.
Yeah. Do you have any lifers with you? Like people who've been there since the inception?
Yeah,
they're never going to leave.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're the best because they have a story for everything.
Right.
Yeah.
I think of Dillip over at the Capitol Center. You know what I mean? I think it just won't be the Capitol Center. Oh, Dillip.
Exactly. And when you lose those people, you feel it. You feel the hole. Yeah. We lost one of our camera operators last summer. And the show we just finished shooting, we honored him because he was notorious for wearing very loud, vibrant Hawaiian shirts.
Oh, yeah.
That was his thing. That was Frank's thing. And always had a smile on his face, this man. He was just so full of joy and appreciation for just working and loved his family. And so every Friday, the crew would wear a Hawaiian shirt in honor of Frank. Yeah.
Okay, so, was Frank on Swing Into Romance?
Yeah.
Okay, when you say you lost him.
Yes, he passed.
No.
Yeah.
I love Frank.
Yeah, it was
I have a beautiful story about Frank because I will I'll just chat a little bit just about being a day player.
Yeah.
You know, again, super fortunate to be an actor like you and to be involved in these films here in North Bay, to not have to go to Toronto and stuff, like, you know, to do union work here, which is awesome. And a couple Septembers ago, I guess, I was in a production, had 4 days on a production of Swing Into Romance. And it was one of those weird, even you had said, like, it was just a vortex of fun. Like, it was just like things were working out. The crew, like, it was just good crew, good cast, like people were gelling. It was just really fun.
Yeah.
And Frank was such a big part of that because I mean, theater is where I'm home. That's my place. I know theater, and you know, no film, but not as much as theater at all. And you know, every time I do something, I'm always learning things. And he was so great because we were doing something down at the Nutty Chocolatier, actually. And all I had to do was I walked into the scene, said something to Danica, who I think was on that, and then kind of walked out, and they wanted to get me kind of leaving the store because I think I say something at the door or something. So we do the first take, you know, and away I go. And I was kind of told, you know, just walk to the door and do this. Did that. And, you know, cut. Okay, everybody, let's go back. And so we went back. And then all of a sudden, this dude comes over. He totally had a Hawaiian shirt on. I thought it was so fun. And he was so friendly and so kind.
Yep.
And, you know, people, again, time is an issue. Money is an issue. Light is an issue, you know, and so they have to get these shots in sometimes, or they're behind schedule or whatever. And so it's not always a super fun atmosphere. It's not always like a place where you're going to analyze a scene for 10 hours, you know? Yeah. And so I try my best to just kind of, you know, say my lines and do what I got to do. And he just made it so chill. Like, he was he came over to me and he was like, hey, okay, can I get you here? Can I ask you to do one thing? You know, when you're walking out this way, like, just curve around this way like that. And then when you turn around, like, just make sure to like look back like this or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah. And so we did it the second time. And we came back in. And of course, as soon as they yell cut, it's like bees, right? Everybody's coming in and doing all their stuff that they have to do. And so I kind of walked back, and I was just kind of waiting on the side. And he was like, hey, like behind the camera. And I looked over and he was like,
thumbs up.
Like, gave me a big old wink and a thumbs up. Like, it was so, it just made you feel important, right? Even though you were there just for a day, and that's great, but you were like, okay, I'm making the scene work for this time and this scene, right? And so that we can move on and stuff. But yeah, he was awesome. Oh, I'm really sad to hear that.
Yeah, and good, like and many of our operators will do that, but Frank was really great at making our actors feel like, instead of making a big announcement, hey, you know, number 7,
that's right.
Can you walk a little straighter? He would just take you aside very quietly. It was just between the two of you, give you
like,
that
introduce
note,
himself,
and
like, ask my name. Like, it was just really, it was really, very personable. You know, just made you kind of feel like, okay, you know, less nerves and just more fun. So, sad. Yeah. But that's cute that you guys did that. Yeah. I love that. There we are in our glory, Lisa and Gingy in the flesh. Actually, Kelly and I recorded quite a few episodes together. Like two other ones, other than this one, that actually made it to the airwaves. But I guess, I don't know, we just get silly when we're together. And some people think it's inappropriate, what we say. So, didn't make it to the air. Anyway, this one did. That was fun. It's always fun to talk with Gingy. And I miss her these days. You know why? Because she's on set. She's on set. Long days, you know? We're talking 15, 20 hours. It's nuts. It's nuts. A lot of time in her car. At one time, she would just, she would eat peanut butter with a spoon. Peanut butter is one of her favorite food groups. Don't know that she does the Jif anymore in her vehicle. But, you're just kind of spooning in the peanut butter as you're running from set back to home base, back and forth. It's a nutty life, but someone's got to do it, and she does it well. She's awesome. All right, go check out our website, northbayecho.ca. You know it. You know the website already because I know you're there all the time. I know you're checking out all the other podcasts. I know you're signing up for Echo Essentials, our newsletter. And I know that we're sending it right into your inbox. That's all I have to say. Until next time, much love.